Hello, I am J-Dog John Karshboom. I'm out here with Mr. Day. We want to talk about we've been enjoying some great fragrances. You know, this is late spring, starting to become almost early summer. Would you believe it? And things are starting to pop. Things are starting to happen, and fragrance is definitely one of the things that is happening. I want to make sure I mention these three plants so that you have a chance to, when you're planning your containers or in your area or your areas that you tend to hang out, make sure you throw in a few plants that have that fragrance that really makes for an area. As a matter of fact, right now I think you're smelling barbecue is what we're smelling. It's just about dinner time.
It's almost done.
So let's go over it quickly, shall we? Now, of course, just to show you, now I'm sure you've heard of this. This is Trachelospermum. Did I get that right? Yeah, Trachelospermum jasminoides. This is a Star Jasmine. And Star Jasmine, it's not technically not a jasmine, by the way. It's its own family, but it has that fragrance. Now you notice this is on a trellised form. You can have this as a bush. You can do it on a flat trellis. Definitely likes the heat. Sometimes it's not, it burns a bit in the sunshine, but definitely likes the heat. Great fragrance, by the way.
Is it evergreen?
It is an evergreen. Oh, and it smells, it has that sweet fragrance.
Very floral.
Yeah, floral. It's a very floral. Yeah, it is that very floral smell to it, and it definitely has its own unique fragrance too. Would you say? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that is one. It's the Star Jasmine, a definite must-have in the garden. Now, then there's a whole slew of hardy gardenias, by the way, and the hardy gardenias are a little bit different than the floral gardenias that you'll find. The floral gardenias look more like a rosebud. They have many layers of petals. These are a single petaled gardenia, but just as fragrant too, by the way. So, and the gardenia smells much, as you know, would you say it was a very heavy smell to it? Really a heavy.
It's got like a body to it.
Yeah, he's saying it's got a body. It does. It's just a really very strong. Boy, you pass by our tables with these in full bloom, you look around and you think, gosh, what is that fragrance? But by the way, when you have a gardenia and the blooms go bad, you notice how this gets spotted, you can pluck these guys off and they still remain fragrant. So pluck them off, put them in the house, put them on the side, just somewhere in a rotten pile, should I say, and they do remain fragrant. So, and they continuously bloom. So the Kleim's hardy. There's also frost-proof, which is also another hardy version. And I have one more coming in next week. I forgot the name on it, but take a look at the hardy gardenias. Another one just to pop in to a container to give that fragrance. Finally, there's lots of different types of Daphne, and most of the time you're familiar with the Daphne odora, the shade Daphne, or the winter Daphne. There's a whole slew of Daphnes, and I have about, I'm going to say, right now, 8 to a dozen varieties of Daphne. This particular one's Lawrence Crocker. And Daphne definitely has that really sweet, how would you say, well, it's a very sweet, bright lift. It's kind of the fragrance when you're in the grocery store and someone has a perfume on, all I can say, and you can smell the perfume, and you keep pushing that cart following the perfume.
Like Tom and Jerry, where he follows the steak.
Follows it. Yeah, follows the steak. Yeah, Tom and Jerry, you're saying, follows the steak in the cartoon, and I'm saying grocery store in the. But it's that, and you really want to. Oh yeah, you just got that. It's a sweet fragrance. Anyway, Daphne Lawrence Crocker. This guy it's a low growing. It's only about 12 inches tall, so just a nice mounder. So pop that in the little secret hiding space. They do take a lot more sun than a Daphne odora, and there's a whole slew of them, larger, smaller as well. Anyway, keep those in mind. Here is the quote for the day: "Who begins too much accomplishes little." That is a German proverb. Thank you very much. That's the show for the day. always live your passion.
You see me right out of the sunset of your